Hello, welcome to Dad's Time Out. I'm joined with Brandon here today, and he's going to give us his top 5 tips on being a parent. Obviously being a good parent, not top 5 tips on being a bad parent.
Definitely.
And we've got a bit of rain here today, but all that aside, before we start, if you haven't subscribed yet, click subscribe now. And also this video is made possible by our sponsors and patrons. So if you want to support us financially, please visit leebrands.com.au. But all that aside now, top 5 tips. And
over to me.
Over to you. What are the top 5 tips of being a parent? I'm interested to know because I want to apply some myself as well.
So when I put this together, I wasn't thinking top 5 tips as a parenting expert or anything like that.
Yep.
It was more just what are some of the things I've learned as a parent going through the normal channels, because there's nothing like being a parent to make you understand about yourself more.
Yep.
And the world better.
Yes.
And children are very open and honest about lots of things.
So I guess it's top 5 tips in your household
Yes.
of effective parenting.
Exactly.
All right, now that's like a disclaimer.
Exactly. I'm not saying
right.
it's going to work for everyone.
That's right. So let's go to it.
Okay, the first one is, I think you have to be present and available.
Yeah.
And when I say present, I don't just mean in the same company as them,
Yes.
but put the phone down and take a genuine, serious interest in
Yes.
what's going on in your children's lives.
Yeah.
Which means technology is gone, the television is off, and
Yes.
you're there and you're available for them.
Yeah.
You need to understand what's going on in their lives. I found for me, they come back from school, they don't want to be quizzed too much, but
Yes.
later on at the right time.
Yes.
Don't just say, how was school?
Yep.
Because you're getting a general vague answer.
Yeah.
But ask
Yeah.
specific stuff. What did you do in PE today? Did you play with that friend? Oh, what happened with that test? Or what did the teacher tell you about
Yes.
this? Shall we go and do this? What do you
Yes.
think of that?
Yes.
So really specific questions, but it needs to be genuine and heartfelt.
Yes.
And letting them lead things a little bit as well too.
Okay.
So
do you do that at the dinner table, or what's?
I often do it at the dinner table.
Yep.
But I guess you got to pick up on the vibe as well too.
Yep.
If they're wanting to communicate at the time,
Yes.
because if they're not and you push too hard,
Yes.
it won't always work.
Yep.
So sometimes the best time to do it is at night time,
Yes.
when they're ready to go to bed,
Yep.
because they're happy to store the whole process of
Yes.
going to bed,
Yep.
and I get some nice connection time with them as well too.
Okay. That's a great. I like the stalling part.
Yes.
It's like.
So it's win-win, and I ignore the fact I know they're stalling,
Yeah.
but there's also the opportunity I get
That's
to
right.
connect with them again.
That's right. It's 11 o'clock, but yes,
We're having fun here.
We're
Let's
having
keep
fun
going.
here, that's right. All right. That's a very good tip. Can't wait to apply that myself tonight.
Okay,
at
good.
bedtime. We have
Good
to
luck.
just shift bedtime a little bit earlier.
Okay. Yes.
No,
Good.
that's all
It
right.
might take a while. That's true.
That's right. Number 2.
Okay, number 2. So I think if we really look at the chief role, what is our job as a parent? It is to teach our
Yes.
kids to have life skills and be independent.
Okay.
And that's a general vague statement. So you've got to look at particular opportunities you have to teach them that.
Yeah.
So for my kids, I think of, well, there was the school carnival on recently.
Yes.
I gave each one a specific amount of money. We discussed ahead
Yes.
of time how they're going to utilize it.
Yes.
But that includes their entertainment, their food for the day, everything they're going to need
Yes.
for the day.
Yeah.
Here you go off, meet me at this time, give me an update on how you're going.
Yes.
They're happy to have that sort of independence.
Yes.
And plan and budget and do what they want to do with it.
Yes.
So I guess it's a matter of trying to look for opportunities to give them some degree of appropriate independence.
Yes.
That they can actually achieve and excel and feel good about themselves.
Yes.
But still enough within a safe barrier that you think is appropriate for them as well too.
Okay.
So there's a balance.
And we touched on this on one of the videos we did last time, which was the getting paid for chores. It's the
Yes.
same type of thing. It's the
is.
expectation that when you take out the trash, you're not going to.
It's not going to be, you slip me 5 for that, what are you going to give me for that?
That's right.
It's I need to do this because I'm part of the family and the
Yeah.
household, and this is what we all do. This is how we succeed as a team.
Yes.
We're all in it together.
Yes.
But in addition to that, there's some pocket money that I can sort of learn how to budget
Yes.
and spend extra on as required.
Yes.
So,
Life experience.
yep,
Number
exactly.
3.
Okay, so number 3. This one I think is a crucial one.
Yep.
Well, they're all crucial. I
Yep.
think it's important we role model. It's very
Yep.
easy to just say stuff,
Yes.
but your actions are so loud they cannot hear what you're talking about.
Yep.
So there's no point telling them to turn off the phone if you're connected with your phone all the time.
Yes.
So, and role modeling not only is in form of technology,
Yes.
but the choice of words we use.
Yes.
They hear everything that we're saying
Yes.
from the age of as soon as they're born to
Yep.
later on when you're in that
Yes.
present, they're hearing everything that you're saying.
Yes.
So I know myself, don't pass judgmental comments when you're watching that show on television.
Yes.
Don't use certain words when you're talking inappropriately about other people.
Yes.
Give people a fair go, show
Yes.
respect,
Yep.
show courtesy for other people,
Yes.
but in a genuine sort of way, because that's a responsibility you have to teach your children those sorts of manners as well too.
Yes, that's right. And even with this video as well, you know,
Yeah.
who knows, they may be looking at this 10 years later and go,
That's
is that
why I
what
did
Dad was doing? Oh, stalling.
Yes,
All those
exactly.
things.
Oh gosh.
That's right.
I hope they're not thinking,
That's
gosh,
a good role model.
is that how it turned out the way that I turned out? Hopefully it'll be for the better. So.
Well, hopefully they can learn from this later as well.
Well, that's what you want as a parent. That's
Yeah.
the great joy. You see them sort of take on those things because there's no point trying to teach them the stuff in late teenage years. I can already see my 13-year-old.
Yes.
You'd have to invest early on
Yeah.
when you can mould them and shape them the best way possible in the
Yeah.
early stages.
Yes.
When they're older, it's maybe a bit too late for that.
Yeah. Number 4.
Okay, number 4, rituals. I think it is
Rituals.
important to have some rituals.
Yes.
I can tell you some of the stuff that we do.
Yes.
I hope they're not too embarrassed when I say this.
Yeah.
I still tuck both of them into bed at night time.
That's right. Just don't use their names and we'll be fine.
Okay, good. No names. So that could be Joe and Blow.
That's right. So you tuck Joe into bed?
Well, I guess so. Apparently so. So that's my special time with them.
Yeah. Okay.
And irrespective of what happens,
Yes.
everything is wiped a slate clean.
Yeah.
I'm there,
Yeah.
giving them the kiss, tucking them in. How was
Yeah.
your day? Do you have any questions?
Yeah.
Anything you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Goes without saying.
Yes.
And that's our standard thing.
Yes.
Other things could be on the weekends. We might plan a special meal that we're going to make.
Yes.
So let's see if we can find a meal. Let's all discuss how we're
Yes.
going to make it. We're going to go to the shops.
Yes.
Well, you go down this aisle and get this. I'm
Yeah.
going to go and get that. And it becomes a family venture.
Okay.
So that's what we often, we like to explore new recipes on the weekend. Maybe Friday night pizza is another one that we've done
Yeah.
in the past.
Okay.
So just certain standard things, and it's about bonding. It doesn't
That's
matter
right.
what you choose.
Yeah.
It's about connecting and bonding and being part of the family.
Yeah. One thing that we've done recently is every Saturday night we all sit down and watch a movie together. We get a DVD,
great.
and I guess it sets that example as well, that we can sit down together and do something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's priceless, and if you're sitting behind technology constantly, it's
Yeah.
never going to happen. So you've got to ditch it, you've got to get rid of it, have real heartfelt communication,
Yeah.
just be available for them.
That's right. And number 5.
Okay, last one. Arguably, this is the most important one, I
Okay.
think.
Yes.
And to sum it up, we're all human.
Yes.
That includes our children and ourselves.
Yep.
So there's so much expectation as parents about what we're supposed to do.
Yes.
Don't put too much pressure on yourselves.
Yes.
I mess things up all the time.
Oh, do
I'll be
you?
the first one to go to my kids.
I can't believe I have you on the show.
You don't listen to anything I'm saying, guys. Go up there and apologise and
Yeah.
say, I messed up, guys. I should have done this. This is what I did. This was the reason. This is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It gives them an opportunity to do the same as well too, because
Yes.
we're all human. Show some sympathy and empathy for their situation.
Yes.
There's a balance. You still need to stick with consequences for
Yes, that's right.
actions.
Yes.
But we're all human beings at the end of the day, so we don't want them having expectations that they have to be perfect all the time.
That's right.
I think as a parent of 2 daughters, I have an extra responsibility because don't they say they're going to look for a guy one day that might somewhat resemble how I've
All
parented.
right. Okay.
So I need to show them that amount of respect and
Yeah.
empathy because that's where we're going to look for a guy one day.
All right. Well,
Something
that's
suitable
all
and
good.
appropriate. So
Yes.
knocking on the door before just barging into a room.
Yep.
Treating them with an appropriate amount of respect.
Yep.
Knowing that we're all human because
Yes.
that's what I'd hope they'd seek for in another man one day.
Very good. So just to do a recap, it's being present,
Being present.
life
Independence.
independence,
Teaching them
life
real
skills,
yes,
and
life skills.
life skills, habits,
Yes, and role modelling as well too.
role model. Have I covered all of them?
Those rituals as well too,
Rituals,
family
that's right.
rituals. And don't put too much pressure on ourselves, guys. Stop and smell the roses. We're all human. Be the
Yeah.
first to apologise if you mess up.
Yeah.
Gives them an opportunity to repeat the same back to you.
Yeah. Well, I messed up. I couldn't remember your points.
That's okay. I forget them sometimes myself too. That's
right.
okay.
That's right. You better keep those in your pocket.
I'll
then.
try. Okay.
All right. If you have any other tips that you'd like to share, please leave a comment. You don't know who it can help in this world around us. So, thank you, Brandon, again.
My pleasure.
And,
Thanks for having me.
We'll probably see you again soon, sometime as well.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Okay.